Dear black man. Dear black man. Firstly, I would like to apologise. Apologise for allowing the white man to separate us all those years ago. For allowing us women to believe that you were no good and happy to turn your back. I'm also trying to forgive those of you who allowed these sad notions to become fact. I want to say sorry as a mother for all you sons who have failed in the department of love, made to believe that the man that walked in after your dad left was ever above you. For any of you who were force-fed lies about your father based on how he left your mother to feel, I apologise on behalf of the mothers who made these lies become real in your world. I apologise for the bad attitude that we as women set up to serve you, especially when many don't treat a Caucasian man the same. We release our fears, anger and anxiety onto you, like we're not also rats running in the same game. But importantly and painfully, this is even hard to say. I apologise for the lack of protection we've covered you with when harm has come your way. So consumed by the stereotypes that have been given to and accepted by you over the last however many years, we've cursed, labelled and criticised you, then stood over your body in tears. Beyond this apology, I need you to know that I ask for your forgiveness of the support we may not always show. We need to do better, and so do you. Black man, you are ours to honour, protect and keep, but most importantly, we love you.
What made you write that?
That one was a complete mixture of things. I'm trying to remember, I think I wrote that one in 2020. And if I'm going correctly on that, there was the whole thing, obviously you had George Floyd, you had others. I don't want to pick up on just what was happening in America. There was just a lot going on.
Mm-hmm.
There was so much stuff going on with young people. As a mother with a son, with loads of male cousins and family members and friends, there was just so much. And I think in the pandemic years, as much as there was a lot of disarray going on, I felt like it gave us a lot more clarity. It gave us time to think about a lot of things and see a lot of things that we weren't seeing because we were busy, but we weren't busy in the same way. So for me personally, my mind was busy looking at things that I don't normally get to see on a day-to-day basis or look through. And I was just looking at the disparity between us as men and women. And I just thought, this is mad, because as much as I could say, as much as I wrote this to black men, a white woman could read this and possibly feel the same about white men, in the sense that it was an angle of a woman. However, for me, I know what we face as black women, and I know that you guys face just as much, if not, well, it's more that you face as men. It's differently. So, and I think even that in itself, we tend to do that. Oh well, we do this, but you guys have got it worse. But
it's like a competition.
Yeah, and it's like, hold on, why are we still competing about who's got it worse when regardless we're still in the same cage together? Like at the end of the day, who would know a black man better than a black woman? Who would know a black woman better than a black man? But knowing that we know each other better, the only way to not be able to make that work is to separate us. So in separating us, we then lose that connection. We're always going to be connected, but the further we move, the weaker the connection is. As women, there's a lot of things that we don't always take on. And I think and I've been guilty of it myself, everything becomes so specific to us that we missed when things are general. We have and always will be yin yang.
100%.
Right? Everything's about balance. As women, we're the heart. As men, you are the mind. Yeah? And like it's been described to me many a times, is that women are the emotions, men are the logic. Sometimes we won't get each other, but we will, if that makes sense. And even if you don't completely understand what the other person's thinking or doing, there's always a way to work together. Yeah, just like when you're in a workspace, you might think, why is this person doing it? But you know what? I don't really get it. But let's just go with the flow, and we'll get to where we need to go. And sometimes that's what we need to do. And I think we're so devised on you're the black part of the yin, we're the white part of the yang. It's so black and white for some people that you have to know that there is a line in the middle that joins us without it actually being grey.
Yeah, I think that kind of plays into it because this is the thing, innit? You as women have a mind, us as men have a mind. You as women have a brain, us as men have a brain.
Mm-hmm.
You like have a heart. We have a heart. The thing is that we've been shut off from our heart, and we've been made to believe that we're just logic.
Yeah.
And I don't think that that's right, because it hasn't allowed us to feel.
It breaks the balance.
Feeling is more important than thought, in a sense that thoughts can be manipulated, and if your thoughts are manipulated, then you can somewhat manipulate how you feel. I feel the reason why that we can't connect with you lot is because we don't feel. So if I know how she feels, and I know that that doesn't feel right, then I can change that.
But you can still do it based off of a logical decision.
Right. But first of all, I have to feel.
Mm-hmm.
I have to feel. So if I can feel and I'm able to comprehend what I'm feeling and just be able to get to that space of this is right and this is wrong, and how would you like it if this was done to someone that wasn't her, that may be closer to you, like say a daughter,
Your mother, your sister.
then I'm like, that's wrong. We've been shut off from that because we've been taught that it's all mind, it's all logic. Like, I was watching something where this woman was speaking to this man, and this man was listening to her, but he was like, I hear you, but you could see he weren't feeling her though.
Yeah.
He weren't feeling her because it was the vibe that he was coming on. Do you get what I mean? And you just end up like that, just stagnant. You can hear me, but you don't feel me. And because you don't feel me, you're going to keep hurting me.
Yeah. And the thing is, we'll end up doing it to each other
Back
in the
and
long
forth.
run, because we want to be felt. You guys want to be heard and understood.
Yeah.
We can't understand you because you can't feel us. You can't feel us because you don't understand it.
Right.
And this is why I say, and I bang on this all the time, everything's about balance. Hence why in the black you have the white dot, in the white you have the black dot. So whether you want to see it as good and evil, whether you want to see it as balanced and unbalanced, whether you want to see, doesn't matter what it is, whatever it is, to create balance you need to have a little bit of one in the other, because it's the understanding of each other.